Hello, everyone. Scoot807 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 7-2 San Diego Padres taking on the 0-8 San Francisco Giants. This is Game 3 of a three-game series between these two teams. The Padres have already taken 2 games. Are they looking to can they sweep the series? Or will the Giants, who have been winless through the first 8, who's on a 8-game losing streak, finally put a win in the win column? We'll find out. We are at AT&T Park. Here's the starting lineup for the San Diego Padres. Leading off, the left fielder, Brian Giles. Batting second, the second baseman, Tadahoti Iguchi. Batting third, the first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Kevin Kuzminoff. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Kyle Green. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Scott Hairston. Batting eighth, the catcher, Josh Brad. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Justin Germano. On the mound for the Giants, Jonathan Sanchez comes into the game with a 3.0 ERA. No wins, no losses. 6 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks. AT&T Park is nothing to strikeouts, nothing to walks, and nothing to home runs. And with that, Giles steps up. He's batting a .286. Here's the first pitch. And we're on the way. 1-5, that's a strike. 4, the 12 is too high. 2-4, that's going to be a fly ball out there to Lewis. Out number 1, Iguchi is batting a .429. Here's the pitch. 5-6, that's going to be a strike. That's a 17. The 18 is too high. 2-2, line drive to Castillo for out number 2. Adrian Gonzalez up. Gonzalez is batting a .216. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-3. That is going to be a wild pitch. We're going to re-roll. Nobody's on base. 3-6. Possible error. 3-2. Ground ball to Velez. Error rating is a 0. That's a 4. No error there. As it takes it, throws it over to Alara for out number 3 and retiring the side. So the Giants make quick work of the Friars. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Leading off, the second baseman, Eugenio Velez. Batting second, the center fielder, Aaron Rowland. Batting third, the right fielder, Randy Wynn. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the catcher, Benji Molan. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Fred Lewis. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jose Castillo. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Rich Alora. Batting eighth, shortstop, Brian Bocock. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Jonathan Sanchez. On the mound for the Padres, it is Justin Germano. Comes into the game with a 4.50 ERA. 6 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And with that, Velez steps up. He is batting a .238. Here's the pitch. 3-4 blank. 2-5. And that is going to be a ground ball That's a ground ball to Kuzminov, out number 1. Aaron Roland up. He's batting on 158. Here's the pitch. 5-2, possible error on a ground ball. 4-1. Ground ball to Green. Error rating is a 1-9. That's a 6. That's an error. As he boots the ball, it's a one-base error with that. And Roland is on with a base hit. And that is going to be an E6. Infield double play depth as Randy Wynn comes up. He's batting a 360. Strategy roll 13. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Home run chance on a 1-8. The 14 is too high. 1-5 line drive to Kuzminov. And no double play there. And that's going to bring up the cleanup, Benji Milan. He's batting a 241. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 3. Giants holding off. 4-5. That's a strike. That's a 4. The 20 is too high. 5-3. And then is going to be a double to Giles. And it bounces up the wall. Now, Howard on third. His base run rating is a 5. If the ball is less than or equal to the ABR, the runner will advance home. Otherwise, he holds. And with that, Howard will come home to score. And with that, it's 1-0 Giants. As that double by Benji gets the run home. Fred Lewis up. Lewis is batting a 444. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 7. Runner on second, 2 outs. Infield normal depth, 3-6. That's a blank. 2-3. Ground ball to Iguchi. And that retires the side. 1 run hit, and no errors. After one, it's San Francisco 1. Padres, nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's Kevin Kuzminov, Jim Edmonds, and Collie Green due up. Kuzminov batting a 152. Here's the pitch. 1-2, that's going to be a walk. That's a 15. The 17 is too high. 5-5, and that is a base hit to win. And the Padres are on with a base hit. Giants go into double play depth. Strategy rolls a 4. As Jim Edmonds comes up, he's batting a 200. Here's the pitch. 5-6, that's a strike. That's a 12. That's an 8. Struck him out. So infield still at double play depth as Collie Green comes up. Green is batting a 324. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 2. 1-2. That's going to be a walk. That's a 19. That's an 8. And that's a walk. All right, runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Scott Hairstone, infield at normal depth. 290 average. Strategy rolls a 15. Here's the pitch. 5-2. That's a strike. That's a 12. That's a 1. Struck him out. So 2 away, that's going to bring up Josh Broad, who's batting a 111. Strategy rolls a 13. Padres holding off. Here's the pitch. 2-1. That's a walk. That's an 18. That's a 19. The 19 is too high. 4-4. And that's a base hit to Bocock. And that's going to score Kuzminov. Kuzminov will score. Goes from second to home on a 3-6. That's a 3. And that is a run. Collie Green will advance from first to third on a 5-6. That's a 2. Nothing there. The Padres tie the game up at 1. And that's going to bring up Justin Germano. All right, strategy roll is a 10. Check something. All right, here's the pitch to Germano. 6-2. Home run on a 1-19. That's a 19. It's a 7 or less. That's a 2. And that ball is out of here. 3-run home run for Justin Germano as he smacks one. As he smacks one into Cubby Cove. That ball is out of the ballpark. And he smacked the cover off of that. It's 4-1 Padres. We go to the top of the order. Brian Giles up. Giles batting a 2-7. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-2. Home run chance on a 1-4. The 8 is too high. 2-1 double star 6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to win. To retire the side. 4 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Jose Castillo, Rich Alora, and Brian Bocock due up for the Giants. Jose Castillo batting a 3-13. Here's the pitch. 1-5 at the ballpark. We're going to go to AT&T Park. 2-5. That's a double. And Castillo is on with a double. As he smacks that pass, Hairston has to go chasing it a little bit. And they relay that back to Green. That's going to bring up Rich Alora, who's batting a 241. Strategy rolls a 2, infield normal depth. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 2-3. That's a blank. 1-3. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Hairston. And that's going to hold Jose Castillo with 1 out. Brian Bocock up. He's batting a 276. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is an 8. 6-6, double question mark, single on a 1-13. That's a 13, and that's a base hit for Brian. All right, Jose, base run rating of a 2. He'll go home on a 1-6. That's a 2. He'll score. As he cuts the lead in half. And that is going to bring up the pitcher, Jonathan Sanchez. All right. 2 games. Here's the pitch. Strategy is a 9 infield, double play depth. 5-4 blank. 5-2 ground ball to Green. And that is on a fielder's choice. The 60th batter is out, so they get Sanchez out at first. And with that, Bocock will advance to second. Green takes it, throws it over to Gonzalez for out number 2. We have a steal attempt for O'Brien. And that's a 19, and he gets caught stealing third. And it did not make it. He didn't get back to the bag in time. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors as they got him out at second. Took a little bit of too long of a lead off of that. After 2, Padres 4, Giants 2. We go to the top of the third. It's Iguchi, Adrian Gonzalez, and Kevin Kuzminoff. I'm combining his first and last name. All right, Iguchi 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-1 possible error on a ground ball. 2-4 base hit to Roland. Error rating is a 2. That's a 12. No error there. So Iguchi will lead off the third inning with a base run. Adrian Gonzalez, he's 0 for 1 also. Strike roll is an 8. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 4-2 range play. 3-1 ground ball to Alora. And that range for Alora is a 3. That's a 5. That failed. That's going to be a base hit. And Iguchi with a base run rating of a 2. He will advance to third on a 2 through 6. That's a 2. And he goes to the corners. So the Padres have a runner in scoring position. Infield still at double play depth. That's Kevin Kuzminoff, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Strategy rolls an 8. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's a hit by pitch. That's an 18. That's a 13, and that is hit by the pitch. And that loads the bases. Jim Edmonds up. Edmonds 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 10, infield, normal depth. Here's the pitch. 6-3 wild pitch. That's a 3. And that moves everybody up 90 feet, and that scores a run. Gucci will come in on that wild pitch. Jim Edmonds, here's the pitch. Fine fly ball out there to Rowan. That is a failed sacrifice roll. And that is going to hold a Gonzalez at third. It's 5-2. Kali Green comes up. He walked with a run scored. Strategy roll 4. Infield still at normal depth. Here's the pitch. 4-3. That's going to be a blank. 3-5. And that's going to be a fly ball out to the Roland as well. And that is going to be a sacrifice roll on that. Roll 1d6. If it's less than, the runner scores. It is not. And Kuzminoff will hold on that. Yep. Gonzalez will score on that sac play. We have a pickoff attempt. So I was just reading things like I normally do in this game when they pop up. So Jonathan Sanchez doesn't pick anyone off. I still show that off. And it's 6-2 Padres. Stud rolls a 20. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Hairston, who's 0 for 1. 2-2, blank. 1-2, and that's going to be a pop up to Castelo. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Eugenio Valles, Aaron Rowland, and Randy Wynn due up for the Giants. Valles 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-5 at the ballpark. Go to AT&T. 1-2. Power hit to Giles. That's a 9. That's a triple. And with that, Valles is on with a triple here in the bottom of the third. Aaron Rowland is up. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch with a walk. Infield normal depth. 5-5 hit by pitch. That's a 13 to 20. Germano is a -4 when it comes to the hit by pitch rating. The 20 is too high. 2-2. Fly ball to Edmonds. And roll 1d6. If it's less than, the runner scores. And with that, Valles will score on a sac fly. And the Giants cut the lead again to 3. Randy Wynn up. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-4. Possible error on a throw. 5-4. Ground ball to Iguchi. Error rating is a 0. That's a 2. No error there. Out number 2, and that's going to bring up Benji Molan, who's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Here's the pitch. 5-5 hit by pitch. That's a 7. The 14 is too high. 4-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to Gonzalez. So 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors after 3. It is San Diego's, it's the Padres 6, Giants down by 3. Giants 3. That's a 3-run game. Jonathan Sanchez can face 8 more batters. We go to the top of the 4th. It is Josh Brad, Justin Germano, and Brian Giles due up for the Padres. Here's the pitch. 6-3. That's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll. 1-1. Possible error on a ground ball. 5-4. Question mark 7. Power hit to Lewis. That's a 4. That's going to be a double. That's a 13. No error there. And Josh Broad is on with a double. Infield coming in, we have a sac play coming up as Justin Germano, who's 1 for 1. Home run, his first time up at bat. 1 run and 3 RBIs. 2-3 at the ballpark. Bunted hard. Play as you would as any GDP. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice. Brad will go to third. And the batter. And Germano is out at first. Brian Giles up. We go to the top of the order. He's 0 for 2. Stride rules a 13. Runner in scoring position. 3-2. Strikeout plus. Now on a strikeout plus, we had 10. So that's a 14. That's a 1. Struck him out looking. 2 outs. Andy Gucci is up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 4-1. That's going to be a walk. That's an 11. That's an 8. And we got runners on the corners. Adrian Gonzalez 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Strategy roll 5. The pitch. 1-4 strikeout plus. That's a 20. That's a 6. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on for the Padres. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is Fred Lewis, Jose Castillo, and Rich Alora due up for the Giants. Lewis 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-2, wild pitch. We're going to re-roll. 5-3 home run. That's an 8. The 14 is too high. 4-4, base hit to Edmonds. Infield double play, depth, strategy roll 18. Here's the pitch to Jose Castillo, who's 1 for 1, doubled, and has a run scored. 3-5, that's going to be a walk. That's a 6. The 8 is too high. 3-2, and then is going to be a base hit past Iguchi. Lewis, base run rating of a 3. He will go to third on a 3 through 6. And we now have runners on the corners. They're going to bring the corners in. Rich Alora comes up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 2. 3-6, that's a blank. 5-2, fly ball out there to Edmonds. And that is a failed sacrifice roll on that with 1 out. Lewis will get the hold side. Infield normal depth. Brian Bocock up. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Strategy roll 14. Here's the pitch. Runners on the corners. 3-5. That's a walk. That's a 15. That's a 9. And that loads the bases. Jonathan Sanchez up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll is a 1. Bases are loaded. 5-2. Possible error on a ground ball. 1-4, pop up to Green. Out number 2. Gino Velez 1 for 2 on the day with a triple and a run. Strategy roll 10. Here's the pitch. 2 outs. The bases are loaded. 6-2 range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to I was about to call it PNC Park, but it's AT&T Park. 3-5. Double star 4. Ground ball to Green. Green's range is a 3. That's a 4. That's a base hit. That's going to score Lewis. And that is also going to score Castillo. Giants down by 1. Brian Bocock will get the hold sign as he'll go only to third on a 5 through 6. His base run rating is a 4. Two-run score on a Single by Eugenio Velez. That's going to bring up Aaron Rowland, who's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Has a walk, has a run scored and an RBI, 6-6. That is a question mark. Single on a 1-13, that's an 11. That's a base hit past Germano. Bocock will come home on a 1-6. That's a 4. He'll come home. He ties the game up. Velez will go from second to third on a 4-6. And we have a tie game, and that's going to bring up Randy Wynn. Giants tied this game up. Randy Wynn. Here's the pitch. He's 0 for 2. Strategy rolls a 16, 2 outs. 1-6. That's a blank. 1-2. That's a base hit. Pass Edmonds out there into center field. And that is going to bring in another run. Rowan will get the hold sign. His base run, the roll is a 4. His base run rating is a 3. He gets the hold sign. And the Giants have runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up the cleanup, Benji Milan, who's 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. 5-3 home run. That's a 14. The 13 is too high. 1-5, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Hairston to end the inning. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. After 4, Giants 7, Padres 6. We go to the top of the 5th. It is Kevin Kuzminoff, Jim Edmonds, and Collie Green due up. Kuzminoff 1 for 1 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 3-5, that's going to be a walk. That's a 5. The 20 is too high. Sanchez can face 3 more batters, by the way. 5-1, pop up to Laura. Out number 1. Jim Edmonds 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 1-6, that's a hit by pitch. That's a 6, that's a 5. Sanchez gives a +2. And Edmonds is on with a, as he got hit by the pitch. Collie Green is up, infield double play depth, strategy roll 17. Green with a walk, a run, and an RBI. Here's the pitch. 5-6, that's a strike, that's a 12. The 20 is too high. 1-2, ground ball to Velez. And that is going to be in a fielder's choice. So Edmonds is forced out at second. And Green is on with a bait on a fielder's choice. Scott Hairston up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 5, infield normal depth. Sanchez now tired. 2-1 question mark. That's going to be a base hit. That's a single and a 1-11. That's a 7. And with that, the call to the bullpen has been made. So with that, the call to the bullpen has been made. There was switch right, left coming up. They're going to bring in Vinny Chuck. Yep, they're going to bring in Vinny Chuck. So Vinny Chuck will come into the game to finish off the inning here. 2 innings pitched, allowed no hits, no strikeouts, no walks, no ERA. We'll take a look at the stats here for Jonathan Sanchez. He went 4 and 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, 2 hit by pitch, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 6.73. 1 more out is needed. Josh Brad is up. He's 2 for 2 with a double. 5-2. Double star. Fly ball out to the rolling. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Fred Lewis, Jose Castillo, and Rich Alora due up for the Giants. Here's the pitch to Fred Lewis. He's 1 for 2. Justin can face 1 more batter before he's considered tired. 4-3 wild pitch. And that constitutes as a reroll. 4-5, that's a strike. That's a 13. The 17 is too high. 4-1, double star, ground ball to Kuzmanov. Out number 1. Jose Castillo up. He's 2 for 2 with a double and 2 runs scored. 6-5, strike. That's a 10. That's a 7. Struck him out. 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Rich Alora. Alora 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 5-4 blank. 3-2 ground ball to Green. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down as the Padres retire the Giants in order. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 5, it is Giants 7, Padres 6. We go to the top of the 6th. It is Justin Germano, Brian Giles, and Tadahote Iguchi due up for the Friars. And with that, Justin Germano will not take the hit. So they're going to bring in Paul annually. Pitch. He's batting a .313, pitch hitting for the pitcher. Here's the pitch. 1-5 hit by pitch. That's a 16. That's a 12. Infield going to double play. Duck as the umpire warns the pitcher not to do that again. Straw Hero 16, Brian Giles up. Here's the pitch. Top of the order. 2-4, possible error. 1-4, power hit to win. To Lewis. That's a 4. That's a fly ball out. No error there. 1 out. And that's going to bring up Iguchi, who is 1 for 2. Strategy roll is a 4. Infield still at double play depth. 3-6. That's a strike. That's a 10. That's a 10. Struck him out. Next up, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Adrian Gonzalez. 6-3. Double star to 1-7. The 20 is too high. 4-5 ground ball to Bocock. And that retires the side. So it is no runs, no hits, and no errors. As the Giants make quick work of the Padres. So with that, we have a right switch coming up. They're going to bring in Will Lazendia to pitch. We don't want to left, we want to right. They're going to bring in Carlos Riviera. Two innings pitched, no hits, one strikeout, no walks, no ERA. Has one win on the season in his actual replay, in the actual season. Taking a look at the stats here, Justin Germano went 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 7.36. Bottom of the 6th, and it's going to be Brian Bocock, Vinny Cluck, and Eugenio Velez due up. Brian Bocock 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. 6-5. That's going to be a strike. That's an 18. That's a 15. Struck him out. Vinny Cluck not taking the hit. Yep. Not taking the hit. And that's going to bring in Dave Roberts to pinch hit. Roberts batting at 250. Here's the pitch. 2-4, strike, 8-14 is too high. 5-1, fly ball out to the Hairston. Out number 2. And that's going to bring up Eugenio Velez. Velez is 2 for 3 on the day with a triple of 2 runs and 2 RBIs. 5-4, double star, question mark. That's going to be a single and a 1-9. That's a 9. That's a base hit. Next up, it's going to be Aaron Rowland. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 14. 5-4, question mark, single on a 1-3. And Velez will go from second to third on a 4 through 6. That's a 4. Picks up the extra base, and the runners are now in the corners as Randy Wynn comes up. Wynn, 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 15. 2-3, strikeout plus. That's a 19. That's a 15. Struck him out. So we go to the top of the 7th, and we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Giants. We have a right, left, right coming up. And and that is going to be Kenshi Yabu come into the game. Yabu comes into the game with an ERA of a 7.83, 2 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. And take a look here for Vinny Cluck. He went 1 1/3 inning, allowed 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch, no ERA. It's no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. After 6, Giants 7, Padres 6. We go to the top of the 7th. It is Kevin Kuzminoff, Jim Edmonds, and Collie Green due up. Here's the pitch to Kuzminoff. Kuzminoff 1 for 2. 3-2 at the ballpark. 5-3, fly ball to win. Out number 1. Jim Edmonds up. Edmonds is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 2-4, blank. 1-3, ground ball to Bocock. And that's out number 2. Collie Green is up. Green is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, a run, RBI. Here's the pitch. 3-2 at the ballpark. 2-2. Rare play. That's a blank. That's going to be a rare play. And that is a ground ball to third base, who throws it in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop up the ball. Resolve play using a range play check for the first baseman to see if he scoops up the ball. Otherwise, E5. It's a throwing error on the third baseman, and that's a 1 base error on that. So, 1 error apiece, and that's going to bring up Scott Hairston. Strategy rolls an 18. Hairston is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch with a strikeout. 4-3, double star, ground ball to first. And Singh take me out to the ball game. No runs, no hits, and 1 error. 1 error. And 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Benji Molan, Fred Lewis, and Jose Castillo due up for the Giants. Let's take a look at the box score of this game. San Diego, the Padres scored 4 runs in the 2nd inning, 2 runs in the 3rd, giving them 6 runs on 7 hits with 1 error they committed. San Francisco scored 1 run in the 1st to take the lead, then 1 run in the 2nd inning to cut the lead in half, 1 run in the 3rd inning to cut the lead once again to half by 3, and then in the 4th, those bats exploded, giving them 4 runs and a 1-1 lead. But as we know, with inside pitch, no lead is safe. Can the Giants hold on? It is the bottom of the 7th. They are going to leave Guerrera in. He can face 1 more batter. Here's the pitch to Benji. Benji is 1 for 3. 3-4, possible error on a ground ball. 2-2, fly ball out there to Giles. Out number 1. Carlos is tired now, and that's going to bring up Fred Lewis. Lewis is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 2-5, home run. Chance on a 1-3. The 18 is too high. 4-1, double star 1. Fly ball out there to Edmonds. Out number 2. Jose Castillo up. He's 2 for 3 with a double A strikeout, 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch. 5-6. And that's a base hit. Now, since we hit one of the, Carlos is tired, and we hit one of his bracket spaces. Otherwise, normally the S1 would be blank, but he's tired. He gave up a base hit, and they are making that call to the bullpen. They're going to bring in Mike Adams. That's his card there. Adams comes into the game with an ERA of a 9.0. 1 inning pitched, allowed 2 hits. No strikeouts, no walks. And taking a look at the stats for Carlos, he went 1 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, no ERA. 1 on, infield double play depth. Here's the pitch to Rich Alora. 0 for 3 on the day, 6-5. Strike plus. That's a 17, that's a 6. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. After 7. Giants 7. Padres 6. We go to the top of the 8th. And that's going to do it for Kechi Yabu. And they're going to bring in Jack Tanshiner. So Jack will come into play. Jack comes into the game with an ERA of a 6.92. 1 1/3 innings pitched. Allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Kechi, he went 1 inning, an ERA of a 5.45. So he's going to face off against Josh Brad, Mike Adams, and Brian Giles. Josh Brad up. He's 2 for 3. The pitch. 5-4. That's a walk. That's an 18. That's a 13. Infield double play death. Mike Adams not taking the hit. It's going to be Jody Gurritt who'll come in. Here's the pitch. Infield double play death. Gurritt. First time we're seeing him. Let's see. Nope, he's been in the 2 games. He had 4 at-bats. Stragio 3-1-4. That's going to be a blank. 5-5. Fly ball out there to Lewis. Out number 1. Infield still at double play depth as we go to the top of the order. Brian Giles up. Giles is 0 for 4. Stragio an 11. Here's the pitch. 3-4. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-6. Line drive back to the pitcher. No double play there, and that's going to be out number 2. Iguchi up. 1 for 3 on the day with a walk. A strikeout. 5-4. That's going to be a walk. That's a 21. That's a 20. And a walk, Iguchi. All right, Adrian Gonzalez is 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. 4-5. That's a walk. That's an 8. The 18 is too high. 2-4, double star 5, fly ball out there to Roland, and that retires the side. So we go over to the bullpen for the Padres. Right, left, and a switch coming up. I think they're going to bring in Heath Bell. So Heath Bell will come into the game. He's pitched 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, and 5 strikeouts so far this season. Taking a look at the stats here for Mike Adams, who went 1/3 of an inning, had 1 strikeout, a 6.92 ERA. We got no runs, no hits, and no errors, and 2 left on. Was it 2 or 1? It's 2 left on, yes. 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Brian Bocock, Jack Tenchier, and Eugenio Velez due up. Brian Bocock, here's the pitch. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. 5-4. That's a strike. That's an 18. That's a 3. Struck him out. Jack will not take the hit. They're going to bring in Travis Ishikawa. And he's had 1 at-bat so far in the 2 games he's played in. Ishikawa, here's the pitch. 6-5. That's a walk. That's a 9. That's an 8. And they walk him. So Ishikawa is on, and we go to the top of the order. Eugenio Velez. They are going to bring in a pinch runner here. And they're going to bring in Rajah Davis to pitch hit, to pinch run. Rajah Davis with a base run rating of a 4. Eugenio Velez is up. He's 3 for 4. Strategy rolls a 16. Infield double play depth. The pitch. 1-5. That's a strike. That's an 8. The 9 is too high. 2-4. That's going to be a double. Giles having to go chase that. That's going to be a double for Velez. Rajah will come home to score. Giving the Giants a little bit of an insurance run there. It's now 8-6. Eugenio Velez. All right, Aaron Roland up. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 6-2 strike. That's an 11. That's an 11. Struck him out. So, it's 2 outs. Heath Bell tired. And that's going to bring up Randy Wynn. Wynn is 1 for 4. We have a pickoff attempt. Bell doesn't pick anyone off. Here's the pitch to Wynn. Wynn is 1 for 4. 4-1, strike. That's a 9. The 12 is too high. 4-5, fly ball out there to Edmonds. And that retires the side. And that's going to bring in Brad Wilson. For the save here, Wilson has an ERA of a 13.85. He's pitched 1 1/3 inning, allowed 5 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, 1 loss on the season for him. He's got 41 saves. He's going to face off against Kevin Kuzminoff, Jim Edmonds, and Kali Green. At the end of the 8th inning, it is 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. After 8, Giants 8, Padres 6. We head into the ninth inning. Will the Giants hold on and get their first win? Or will the Friars rally back and keep the Giants scoreless? We'll find out. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings of play. San Francisco scoring 1 run, giving them a 2-run insurance, giving them a little bit of an insurance run there. And that they have scored in the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and in the eighth. San Diego scored in the second and third, and the Giants have been holding them scoreless. It is 6 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. The Giants 8 runs on 13 hits with 1 error. We go to the top of the ninth. It's Kevin Kuzminov, Jim Edmonds, Cully Green due up. But anything can happen. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Let's find out. Brad Wilson already warmed up. Kevin Kuzminov 1 for 3. The pitch. 2-1. A possible error on a ground ball. 3-1 double star. Ground ball to Laura. Range is a 3. That's an error. And that's a 1-base error. Jim Edmonds up. Edmonds is 0 for 3. They are going to let him take a hit here. Here's the pitch. Actually, no, Edmonds not going to hit. Instead, they're going to bring in Tony Clark, the pitch hitter. Clark, I think this is the first time we're seeing him. No, he's been in 5 games so far. This is his 4th at-bat. 2-5 hit by pitch. That's a 7. The 15 is too high. 5-3, double star 3, ground ball to first to Laura. And that's a double play. A double play on that one. Kuzminov out at second. Clark out at first. And that's going to bring up Cully Green. The Padres is down to the last out. Green, 0 for 2, the pitch. 3-5. That's a blank. 5-5. Ground ball to third base. Castro gets it. Throws it over to Alora. And that's the ball game. As the Giants defeat the Padres and avoid the sweep, 8-6. Final line score coming right up. Final line score here, San Francisco 8, Padres 6. So the Giants finally put a win, get a win to add into that win column. They go to 1-8. The Padres will drop to 7-3. San Diego, the Padres had 6 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. San Diego, 8 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors. Brad Wilson will get his first win, and Justin Germano will pick up the loss. We'll take a look at those stats in just a second there. And Justin Germano for the Padres picks up his first home run of the season. Justin Germano will get the loss here. He went 5 innings. 7.3, had 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 7.36. Brad Wilson will get the win. He went 1 inning, a 7.83 ERA. So that is going to do it for us here at AT&T Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please like and give it a thumbs up. And also, please remember to hit that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams videos here on the channel. Until then, I'm Scoonie007. We'll see you for another exciting game and the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.